What is going on, guys? Craig 1287 here for some more Battlefield 4 discussion. Two topics that we're going to be talking about for this episode, and one of them very briefly. Primarily, this is going to be talking about the commander mode, but real quick, just want to mention something that I found out a little bit ago, a few days ago, and this is dealing with the new assist system for the game. Now, that's kind of difficult to say, assist system. And basically, obviously in Battlefield 3 they've done this for, since the game released, and a lot of shooters are doing things similar. And that's that, if you deal 50% damage to someone and then someone else does 50% damage and kills them, you would get a 50 point assist. Let's say you dealt 95% damage to someone and then someone shoots them, picking them off, and they get the kill credit. You would get a 95 point kill assist. Now, it's very aggravating. Everybody hates getting those 90 and above kill assists, especially when they're 99 and 100. The dreaded 100 kill assist, it's so aggravating. Now, it seems that for Battlefield 4, they're going to be implementing a change to the assist system in that if you deal 75, this number could change, might have already changed, but if you deal 75% of the damage to someone and then assist that in that someone takes that kill, you would actually get credit for that kill. Now obviously, there's no kill streaks in Battlefield, so there really isn't too much of a effect really on the the actual gameplay and what would happen in that round and things like that. But when you think about it, there's kind of some changes that would happen in terms of getting your new specs, your unlocks for your squad and things like that. I don't really know if getting this kill credit is still going to add to your squad's unlock system and things like that. Don't really know for sure. Obviously, it's not that much, but basically, this is I want to say I like this system because I feel like I get a lot of those assists where it's 75% or more, and it is just kind of aggravating. Obviously, there's a lot of times when I've taken it from people, which you just don't know for sure. You can tell when people go down extremely quickly when you're shooting at them, and you're not going for headshots. You're maybe getting abdomen shots and foot shots, and they just go down really quickly. You can tell, you pretty much stole someone's kill, or you finished someone off. Maybe your teammate got killed, and you just kind of finish off the kill. But so you can tell when things like that happen, but for the most part, I would say, me personally, it does seem like I have a lot more people take my kills when I dish out 75% or more damage. So I feel like I kind of like the system, but like I said, there's really no practical effect that is going to have any change with the way that the games turn out, because there's no kill streaks or anything like that. So I think time will tell as to how I like this, and it'll be interesting to see how it works. How many points that the person that actually lands the kill, are they still going to get 100 points for getting the kill? But now the credit goes towards you, or whatever. Time will tell. I can't really go into that too much more. So let's move on to the primary focus of this video, and that is on commander mode. Now, recently I released a video talking about all the information that came out about commander mode, talking about the different asset loops that are going to be available, and some of those assets that are in those loops. And it was all some really, really good, solid information that I was very ecstatic to hear about. And when Commander Mode was announced as returning for Battlefield 4, that was also a good thing. I loved Commander Mode in Battlefield 2. I really loved it in 2142. Some of my funnest moments were using the Commander Mode to call in the vehicle drops and the supply crate drops on those snipers and campers that I just constantly saw on the map. You see that little spot icon, and they're always there. They never move. So instead of running out there and killing them, let's just call in a supply drop and let it crush them. It was just such a humiliating thing for them. You wish you could have seen their face as they get killed and find out it's because a crate parachuted down and crushed them. So that was just a really awesome thing. So I am ecstatic that Commander Mode is making a return. I'm also interested just so much in how it's actually going to unfold in Battlefield 4. There's a lot of changes that Commander Mode is seeing. No longer is Commander Mode going to be an actual player that is in game. There's, if you've got 64 players, you'll have 32 on one team, 32 on the other, and then there's an additional 33rd player on each team that is the commander. And that'll be interesting to see how this works. They're allowing people on tablets to be commanders. I don't know if there might be some details on this, guys. If there is, please comment and link this below. But I don't know if I'm on PC, can someone on console be a commander in my PC server? And vice versa. Can I be on my PC and be a commander for a console server? I don't know how that's working. So that I would, having a laptop would be awesome. I've got a laptop. I would love to be on my PC, my laptop, as a commander in my own server. Am I going to have a separate account? If I'm logged in one battle log account, can I get on? I've got some questions there. Please, if there's any info that has been released about this, please comment. But let's move on and get to some of the other discussions. Now, it has been confirmed, you can be on a tablet. I'm a little iffy about this. I don't want someone that is on their tablet, just, hey, I'm on a subway, train ride home. I've got, it's a 15-minute trip. Might as well hop on and spend some time as commander. I'm not too sure about that because this person, you guys have played Battlefield. You know that a lot of these rounds last longer than 15 minutes. So that seems a little, I feel like the person doesn't have enough, enough involvement really to care. I also, their internet, if they're going through like 3G or 4G, what if their internet is just really spotty and they have like, disconnects and things like that? I'm a little iffy on how that'll be handled. And then let's go to an even more extreme case. I'm in line at Subway waiting for my sandwich and whatnot, but there's a couple people in front of me, so hey, let's whip out my tablet and start doing some commander mode stuff. This person's going to be, being the commander for just a little bit, and then all of a sudden, okay, sir, you're next in line, what would you like for your order? And they start doing that. What if they don't shut it down? What if they just lay their tablet down at their side and start to do their order, and then it comes to the next station in the line of putting your condiments on, and so they put it back down again there after just 30 seconds. I don't want someone that's distracted. I don't want someone that has spotty, very unpredictable internet. They don't have a lot involved with that round. They don't know their squads. They just joined, and they don't know what squads are the good squads. These are just some of the concerns that I have. These are things that time will tell. One of the ways that you can fix this, which was implemented in Battlefield 2 and 2142, was the ability to have a mutiny. You could, initiate this mutiny, and it would pop up asking the people on your team to pretty much do a vote kick. And if enough people voted, then the commander would be replaced. It didn't boot them from the server, but in the case of Battlefield 4, with the person only being the commander and nothing else, it would probably boot them if this were implemented, in which I hope it is. Now, I don't know how you would do this on console. Vote kicks, I don't know how popular and common they are for consoles. I know for PC, it's typically page up and page down. So I don't know practically how you would implement vote kicks for console. I guess maybe if the D-pad's not used, some games don't use all four of the D-pad directions, or maybe select, or maybe you just hit start or something, and you can vote from that menu that pops up. Maybe that would be how it's done. I don't know. So I've got some concerns with that. How the commander can be, you know, how you can ensure that you've got a good commander. I really hope vote kicks are in there, and I really hope there's some measures that will be implemented to ensure that you have a decent commander, not someone that's got spotty internet or just leaves after some time. So also communication with the commander. I hope it's more than just the commo rows. I know that squad leaders are going to be able to look at things and hold a queue to requesting. In Battlefield 2 and 2142, there's a whole separate commo rows. You had your typical one for queue to spot people, ask for support, I need medic, I need ammo, thank you, things like that. And then there's a whole separate one when you were the squad leader for talking to the commander and things, requesting squad support, requesting a supply drop, requesting vehicle drop, request that you tag this as an objective. You had all those specific things as a squad leader, and I'm really hoping that those get implemented in Battlefield 4. You could for the PC version, you can easily type and say, "Hey, commander, blah 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 blah." But what do you do for console? So I'm interested to see how this works out in terms of communication. You can't just have a voice chat for it. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out again with the whole PC and console. What limitations might be involved, and all sorts of stuff. So, guys, what are your thoughts on these things in dealing with the commander mode, but also what we were talking about earlier in dealing with the assist and now getting credit for the kill? What are your thoughts on all this stuff? Let's get a good, thriving discussion going, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the gameplay in the background. Can't wait for the beta to come out for Battlefield 4, and I can have some good Battlefield 4 gameplay in the background rather than Battlefield 3. But nonetheless, I hope you've enjoyed it. Have a good one. Ta-ta.